Ooh, baby. Okay, so I was debating if I should actually read up on Prosecutor De La Rosas before I do this reading, and then I decided not to because I like sometimes flying blind. So, when I figure it out later, it's like, okay, double confirmation, right? But here's what I do know about him, right? If there was ever a prosecutor that could be called the boogeyman, honey, he's it. He's no nonsense. He plays no games. From what I hear, he is very, 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 very against plea deals. He likes to go for full sentencing. This is a man who also has prosecuted corruption throughout Mexico. He is known as one of the heaviest hitters ever in the whole entire profession of prosecution for Mexico. He is the one to call when you need to prosecute a company or prosecute public officials. So I think that's more than enough for me to know about Mr. De La Rosas. Now, honey, I'm country as hell. I can't roll a R to save my life unless we're talking about this. But I will learn so I can say his name right to put some respect on it. Because from what I can feel and what I was able to pick up on as I meditated in the spirit realm was Mr. De La Rosas is a very, very proud Mexican man, very sharp-minded. He does not beat around the bush when it comes to getting the message across for what it is he needs to say. And he's very, how do I get this? He's very pro-Mexico. So he's not going to allow spoiled Americans or Europeans to come down there and put a black eye on his country. Nor is he going to allow people who work within the system to manipulate things so that these spoiled people can get away with this kind of corruption. So he's a ball buster on either side. Literally, anybody and everybody can get it. De La Rosas is literally jumping off the porch with this one. And I feel like he's going to jump off the porch so hard with this one that he's going to change legislation and the way that we look at crime against women. Not just for Mexico, but for other countries. So pay attention, America, USA. He's going to set a bar for how we handle violent crimes against women. So now that I'm done with that, because that was more of a channel that I got out of his energy while I was meditating before I decided to come in here and do anything. So the last time I used these sugar skull cards, I was reading Mr. Zoninga, the reporter, and I got so much spiritual energy in my house that power started surging, lights started flickering and flashing. So yes, I checked my circuit breaker, I checked all my lights, and here's the thing. All systems are a go. If you saw that reading and you know what I'm talking about. But without any further ado, I'm ready. I put on lotion. I'm not ashy this time. I'm not going to be distracted by, little things like, did I put on lotion before I start the video? I'm ready today. So without any further ado, we're going to get off into Prosecutor De La Rosas. Angels and spirit guides, give me the energy around Prosecutor De La Rosas. Give me the energy around Prosecutor De La Rosas. Give me the energy around Prosecutor De La Rosas. What is he going to bring to this case? Okay, Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. So, Queen of Cups is a very highly intuitive person, especially women, or a woman. So, he's very tied into the pulse of how women feel, and he is listening to things that the average prosecutor would not consider. He's considering all of his options for the situation with these 7 people, because you gotta, hold on, I didn't hold my cards up again. Okay, so you see, this is a spiritually inclined woman. Here she is on her knees. It looks like she's praying, she's meditating. Okay, I would not be surprised if he has a spiritual advisor that we don't know about, but he's very in tune. He is very, very tapped into word on the street and the pulse of what's going on. 7 of Pentacles, like I said, this is a card about considering options. So you see, it's supposed to be 7, but he's considering the options for 6 of these 7 pots. The big pot was Shanquilla. The other pots were the Cabo 6. So he's considering how he can go about charging every person individually, leave no stone unturned. If there's ways to combine things, or ways to combine things, ways to create new policy, he's going to take every opportunity possible to make an example out of these people. He's going to try his best to make sure that he can get everyone, and the ones he can't get, he's going to pile that time on to the ones that he has. Yeah. So 3 of Wands. This is the ships coming in, but this is also him, looking over how this happened after they came into his country. Okay? Look at this, okay? You see what looks like sugar skulls? Skulls on top of these wands. Very fiery energy. He wants their head. There's 3 in particular that he's going for the jugular. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, and what is this sticking out of the deck? 4 of Swords. So, let me see. I want to hold this into the camera so you can see it the way I see it. Because I read in between the deck as I shuffle and what hits the table. So what that is telling me is this is putting the weight of the world on these people back due to them bringing Shanquella to rest. I feel a very aggressive energy on how he wants to handle this, but he's very smooth. He's very suave about how he's going to approach this, because he doesn't want to give them any wiggle room to slide out of the situation. So as much as he wants to throw the book at them, he has to do it in a way that it's going to stick. Ace of Cups, okay? So he's also looking at, even though this is a bad situation, you see this bird. Birds are also considered messengers of people passing away. And, my culture, where I come from, because my people are from like Mississippi, Louisiana, South Carolina. So when, people pass, it is very much so in my culture that birds show up to let you know, especially black birds, show up to let you know that somebody is about to pass over. So this bird is sitting on top of a chalice that is an actual skull, a sugar skull. And what that is telling me is this situation is going to turn out into an abundant opportunity for this prosecutor to revamp, revise, and update policies. Due to the public attention that this case is getting, this is going to lead to a wealth of new possibilities and policies for how they handle crimes against women. This is going to change something with international policy on victims and also apprehension, because after this is done, they're going to have new laws on how to apprehend someone who has been involved in an international crime. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. That's you, baby girl. That's Quilla, because she is a Capricorn, so she definitely, as an earth sign, will be the Queen of Pentacles. Also, because she was highly abundant as a businesswoman. So this is like Mexico is wrapping its arms around her and embracing her. You see, she's in full regalia. She's dressed in the garb. This is like they're treating her as if this was one of their own at this point. He's looking at this as if, what if this was my daughter? What if this was my niece? He is taking this personal as if Quilla was one of his own. I'm literally getting chills right now, like the hairs on my arms are standing up. Goodness gracious. And as you can hear, I'm sitting in front of the heat vent. It's toasty in my house. I should not be getting chills, but I'm literally getting chills. That is definitely from my spirit team letting me know that this is very, very personal for him. Once he got off into the crux of what actually happened to her, and he saw how people from his country took part in helping these people escape, he was literally burnt up. He was pissed about it because these people should have never been able to leave the country. Had the officials done their job, the truth would have already been out about what happened to her. The people would have already been apprehended, and there wouldn't have been the black eye on his country if these people had not been corrupt. So he's definitely taking this personal. These aren't the easiest cards to shuffle, but they are very, very insightful. The Emperor. Okay, I told you, he is a very no-nonsense, take charge person. Emperors are leaders of industry. I don't know his, familial makeup. I don't know if he's married with children, but he could possibly also be somebody that's like a father figure or someone who mentors either the youth or young people in law. He's definitely someone that's very rich in the culture. He's not just someone who went and got his education and forgot where he came from. He's very tapped in with how things move. This is the reason why he's so good at what he does, because he's able to think of things from the legal side and the hood side. I don't know his background, but this feels like, a round the way guy, like somebody from off the block who went to school and made good of himself. If he wasn't off the block, then he was definitely on it. He's very well tapped in with the pulse of what's going on right now. And maybe it could be from this Queen of Cups that, maybe it's Queen of Cups is also like a mother figure. He could be very, very tapped in with his mother, like, mama's boy, and his mom got that OG energy. But either way, it's something about him that's very round the way and down to earth, but he's no nonsense. He's definitely not to be played with. Um, oh, excuse me. Hold on. Wait a minute. I held up the Empress card, and I'm talking about the Emperor, but damn it, look what's at the bottom of the deck. My apologies, guys. I had my thumb on the Emperor the whole time, and I was reading the energy that was in my hand, and I didn't even look at it. So, yeah, so he's seeing her as a viable person. I told you he saw this as something that he took personal. He's looking at, this is a woman who was doing everything right. She went to school. She was a business owner. She was a viable member of her community. He feels like this is a person that should have been protected because she was doing good. And not just good in the hood, she was doing good. Like, people like him and her are what he considers what the new generation needs to aspire to be. So yes, got it. That was weird. Oh shit. I literally read the Emperor card not knowing it was in the deck under my thumb. But that's also how he has these people. See, listen, nothing's by chance. Nothing's by chance. That's how he has these people. So whoever isn't picked up, De La Rosa's on your ass from a whole nother country. He's not just depending on America to pick them up. His ear is to the street. He got a good idea of where y'all at, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't, have a dime drop to the people that's supposed to pick you up because his ear is to the street. It's like he's a homeboy with a degree. This is wild. Never thought I'd like a prosecutor, but okay. Strength, okay? I don't know if he's a Leo, but it is always a great sign when I see the strength card come out, okay? Because this shows that he's ferocious, he's holding it down, but he's also noble. And he's not going to stop until, the job is done. This is also my Lion of Judah card, and I said that Quella stood at the right hand of God. So, also, this is her coming through. See, the Lion of Judah, that is the name in the Bible for God. He's got how many skulls around his neck? So it's 4 skulls around his neck and 1 skull in her hand. That's 5 people going down. It's a wrap. 5 people going down. There's one person in particular that Quilla wants, period. She wants your head, period. She's going to get you, and he's going to get the other 4. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. She's showing up again in my hand. Page of Wands is new action. There's messages coming of new action, new developments, new things coming down the pike. So let's this Quilla's getting her get back, and she's getting it through De La Rosa. Okay, let's see. 2 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So he's going to show how they isolated Quilla before the fight. Okay? He's going deep in depth. And see, he's going to spark an emotion from whoever he has to turn this information into. Because I'm not seeing an actual trial, but it's like whatever he writes up, even if it is a trial, like I don't get the trial sense in American sense. Whatever he writes up, it's going to be so dramatic and so prolific at the same time. It's like he's taking you on a journey to where you're actually standing in the room, and he's very detailed on what happened with this fight. Because pay attention, hold on. This 5 of Wands, we've got 4 people looking like they're coming to rope cattle. We got one person got the bull by the horns. And then the wand is down with a sugar skull on it. It has a skull on it. This was the 4 people watching. He's going to prove that more than who we thought was in the room, that everybody was present while this person attacked Quilla, and the end result was her demise. Okay? Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, mind you, you got this Queen of Swords with this band of people behind her, and she has a shotgun. So he knows very well that there was someone that got this whole shit jumping, that got everybody on the move. He's also going to expose who this female was that kind of stirred the pot and instigated this to happen. My spirit guides are saying Winter. Before I go any further, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. 7 of Cups to the 8 of Cups. He's going to show how all of these people were considering their options before just up and drastically leaving. Okay? So if you pay, hold on, let me set this down. If you pay attention to these cards, right? The 7 of Cups. Look at all these cups. You see him lined up like he's at a carnival game. He's lining them up and shooting them down. That's what he's about to do to them in court. Now you see the one in the center was the star. That's Quilla. You got a cup with a snake and all these other things. He's going to expose what was in these cups. He's going to expose all the things that they did to get the hell out the country. And he's coming for them swiftly, okay? He's not going to allow this to be a long, drawn-out case. I wouldn't be surprised if this case is fully wrapped up within a year, no longer than a year and a half, and possibly only a year and a half due to having to catch people and waiting on the extradition, but not waiting on him. He on y'all ass till it ain't one. The Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. So like I said, once again, he's definitely going to key into how these people put Quilla in a situation where she was all alone for them to level up. They had to have her in this position for them to level up. But he's also going to show how this one person was abundant on her own. He's going to humanize Quilla and show, look at this, bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. He's going to humanize Quilla and show that she was the abundant one. All of them somehow, some way were in poverty. But all of them now are out in the cold. So, looking at these 5 of Pentacles, he's exposing, because you got a stagecoach back here, where you see, you know, these people out here living on the land, they're on the run, right? He's going to expose that somebody in this group has a relationship that's more than just friendly, okay? And this comes out from information obtained when they were, you know, on the run, so to speak. I consider them being on the run from the moment they left Mexico, if that helps to clear up how I see this. So these people, you know, the public may see them on the run from once the mother and the father got the autopsy report and they disappeared. But De La Rosas is looking at, they were on the run from the moment they realized she wasn't moving and they didn't get her help. When they first left the house, They were fugitives in his eyes. Yep. I told you, they, in my other readings, they needed to get her there so that they could use her for a come up, but nobody expected this. They brought her life to an end. And I just noticed when I set this card down, there's a skull peeking out from behind the coffin. So there's a secret person involved, or there's a secret that has not come out to the public yet about her death. And like I said, he on their ass until it ain't one. You see, I've been shuffling. 8 of Wands. He's gonna be aggressive, very swift and aggressive once he knows that the ball is in his court. The Fool. We're talking about, you know, hey, jumping head in, discussing how these secrets came about, you know, after these people left, because the Fool is, you know, you getting out of Dodge, you're not even thinking about it, you gotta go. He's going to uncover all the secrets behind how these people actually work together. Look at that. You got, what is that? That's 7 sugar skulls, and then 1 skull that's actually being created. So, like I said, how they all work together on what happened. Now, these were the original 7. This was the one who was subjugated to being alone. This person came after the incident. So once he's finished exposing all of their tea, all their innermost secrets was in this group, who's lovers, who's, you know, doing extra stuff that the public didn't know about. He's also going to talk about these people in law enforcement, because they became criminals once they failed to do their job. So that's how, you know, they ended up getting this sugar skull that was in the making. 5 of Pentacles. All these people, once again, at the bottom of the deck, everybody can get it. Everybody's out in the cold as far as he's concerned. Ten of Cups. So this is telling me he is a family man, or he finds family and loyalty to be very, very important. This man is highly disgusted at the fact that these people were supposed to be like friends, like family, that they've known her all this time, and due to their disloyalty, this is what they do to her. 5 of Cups. Because he's so heavy on their trail, look at this. Everybody's is deep regret. Everybody, you know, wants to apologize now. But look at, I'm looking at these spilled cups. You got 3 cups spilled over this skull, and then the 2 cups that stood back and pretty much did nothing. And then this law official who turned their back on the situation, knowing that they knew what really happened. See that skull down there? The 3 that messed it up for everybody, the 2 that watched and did nothing, the officials that turned their back on the situation. So that these people could leave and move on to victory. 6 of Wands. So we got 5 of Swords. We got Page of Wands. So 5 of Swords is arguing. Page of Wands is, out of this argument came a fiery new opportunity. So he knows something about a discrepancy in communication that possibly led to this childish, fiery energy where people just decided to move and act without, thinking it through. Two of Cups, Page of Swords. I keep telling y'all this was over a lover. He's showing that they were watching her. They were on her tail over a situation with a love affair. Look at this. These people are sitting here drinking out of this cup, and out of this cup comes this deadly energy. This is also like two people are together in love, actually care about each other. But look at this jealous person back here who's trying to intervene in their love. So I told y'all when I did Winter's reading that I was asking about the energy around her and how she felt about knowing that they put out 6 different orders of extradition, and all she kept talking about was a man. And I'm like, what type of silly shit is this? Your life is on the line and you're thinking about a man. This goes back to that energy with Winter Donovan, that she saw this as a loving relationship, the love of her life, and she felt like Quilla was coming in between her and this man. She was blocking her and this man. Now pay attention now. Her hair is not long like hers. Maybe back in the day she used to have her hair cut. I don't know. But this is a very fair-skinned woman with a darker-skinned man. Okay? Very fair-skinned woman with a guy who could possibly be like butter pecan or something, closer to my complexion. She felt like Quilla was keeping her and this man apart. 7 of Swords. This sneaky bitch could not be trusted. Oh, De La Rosa's is on their ass. He really been investigating. This look like he been in the gossip mill. Now I see why they say you keep his ear to the street. Knight of Swords came forward to talk, or he's stating that this is what brought this knight into battle with this communication, and it happened swiftly. So it's looking like he's going to say that, or at least he knows, okay? I'm not going to say what he's going to say. This is what it feels like to me. It feels like he knows that Winter had a situation with this guy, felt this way about Quilla over this guy. She was seething with this sneaky energy, and she sent this person into battle. Look, this person, guns are blazing, they on their horse, they on their way, right? This was Dejanay with her dumb ass. She just was happy and ready to go. Happened swiftly. 10 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even see that until now. Happened swiftly, and because she was ready to go, you had this toxic situation where Quilla was stabbed in the back and she was not able to get back up. This was the attack. 10 of Swords. If he puts this in words the way it's coming across on my table, Lord have mercy. He gonna blow the lid off this. He gonna have people sitting up eating popcorn reading these transcripts. I'm telling you right now. Because it looks like I said, it's like a homeboy, with a Harvard degree. Like, I don't know where he went to school, but this is a very sharp individual. And he's not just bright when it comes to book smarts intellectually. This is someone that has a lot of hood sense. Whew. First time I think I ever heard in my life that people gonna cheer for the prosecutor. 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment of his to get the full truth out about why this actually happened. 6 of Wands, like I said, moving forward towards victory. What else is this peeking out? 9 of Wands, moving forward towards victory. The wounded warrior, the 8 of Swords. So this is going to be his argument on how they moved on her successfully, caused her to be the wounded warrior, and this is why they should be locked up. He's going to show either way it went. They planned to attack her. The plan was to make her the wounded warrior. So they planned to harm her anyway. But death ended up being the option. This is compelling. This is one of those I would hope that it would end up on court TV, but I don't see that happening. I'm telling you, I'll be glued to my set. King of Cups. This is a man who feels very deeply, but he doesn't wear his emotions or his feelings on his sleeve. He gives off the appearance of somebody who is tough. He has this hard shell, but he moves the way he does because he cares very much. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. So King of Pentacles, he's someone who's very abundant, but he doesn't get all the rest that he needs. It's like things like this, he worries a lot. But I'm looking at this 9 of Swords card, and I see a Sugar Skull Dream Catcher, which lets me know that he can rest easy because his ancestors, the spirit realm, they are supporting him on this. They're telling him to rest and let them help him fight these battles. Okay, so he has support in the natural and in the supernatural. Hell, I'm trying to hold this so everybody can see it. Okay. Okay, you see this? The dream catcher over him, the protection. Yep, 6 of Wands. Now he's the one that's going to move forward victoriously. Queen of Swords. He knows that this is a bitter, argumentative woman. Okay. Also, Queen of Swords is, someone who is a very intelligent woman, someone who's well spoken. He's, like I said, he's going to humanize Quilla. And he's going to show the character of each and every person involved so that you can understand, on an emotional level, what she went through, on a technical level, what actually happened, and then pull you into the legalities of it so you can understand why he's going to charge them the way that he is. Page of Pentacles. This is coming through with a message pretty soon of people wanting to make deals, wanting to apologize. I'm sorry, excuse me. I find it highly hilarious because I don't think they researched this prosecutor. He don't give deals like that. And if you give a deal, it's going to be like you get 3 years shaved off. But there could possibly be deals given to people who have pertinent information that could really close in on the lead 3. Because 3 people are going to bite the bullet one way or the other no matter what. And those 3 people are going to have an example made out of them. Look at this. 3 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. That just I didn't even look at my deck, but that confirmed what I said. It was 3 people who celebrated, who came together, who worked collectively to make this happen, right? 3 people. 9 of Pentacles against the independent woman. That would have been Quella. So he wants these 3 people bad because at the end of the day, it's not what he knows, it's what he can prove. And he definitely can prove that these 3 people, without a doubt, deserve to, catch everything the court can give. He's literally going to give these people his legal hands. Boy, what my grandma say, you fuck around and find out you can't fight. This is that situation. He's giving them hands. And this is a situation where the people who fought her, they're not equipped to fight in this battle. Queen of Swords. Okay? So he's also going to show how they had come to her because she was a benevolent one, but she decided that she had done enough. It's something he knows about an offer that somebody had or something that she had already given. I feel like this is going to come out through like text messages because they're not just going to pull their text messages for this time. I feel like they're going to pull their text messages for the last year or so, possibly last 2 to 3 years. And they're going to really get off into the sociology of these people and the communications that these people had to see how far back the setup actually goes. Did it start in Mexico? Did it start before they got to Mexico? Either way, he's going to prove that there was intent to create bodily harm no matter what they were going to do. It was a plan executed and implemented. The Chariot, the Devil, and the King of Wands. So this is talking about, and I'm looking at the bottom of my deck, this is talking about how they decided to move forward with this toxic energy over this man. I keep telling y'all this is over a man. These heifers moved on her like this over a man. Yep. And here it is. The 3 of Cups have come out with justice. That's letting me know that the people will celebrate because justice will be served. Women will feel more protected after this. Whatever he does helps with women's concerns. And this is going to be major. 9 of Pentacles, because, once again, of Quella. He's going to use Quella as the launch pad to change legislation. And they're going to make femicide even stronger after this case. Two of Wands. He's, listen, I still don't know all these cards, but I love it because this is how you know that spirit is moving. Two of Wands. He's going to show how they had a choice. Now, remember what I just said. Did this start in America or did this start in Mexico? Look at what's on this card. This woman is sitting here with a globe. He's showing from start to end, before they left and then once they got here. Ten of Pentacles was at the bottom of my deck. High Priestess and Six of Pentacles. They secretly came up on unrequited income. He's going to talk about what they did with her money, with her credit cards. Oh my gosh. Look at this. The High Priestess. You have this woman sitting here, and once again, fair-skinned woman again, not just because this is a Mexican deck, but this means something. This fair-skinned woman is pleased with herself, okay? While we're looking at this skull reflect back from the water. So he's going to show how, there was no real concern. See, woman is pleased with herself after this person passed in secret. And this person passing in secret, you were able to come up on some money. And then once you came up with that money, we're looking at King of Pentacles. You went from 5 of Pentacles to King of Pentacles as a group. Look at this, 10 of Pentacles. I said he's going to show how y'all got this 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands, it came out of this wounded warrior energy. After she was attacked, you guys came into some money. So he's not here to play. This is hard ball. Okay? Knight of Cups. He's going to show how people extended the olive branch, and pay attention. These people, King of Cups, he got a lady on his back. I told y'all this was about a man. This was about a man. Somebody was in their feelings over not being chose. I just told you, not being chose. 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. See this person looking in the window? You outside looking in at somebody else's relationship, somebody else's happiness, and you are seething. You're pissed because that was supposed to be your cup. And Diablo, look at this. Diablo, you obsessive compulsive wretch, you. Pay attention to how Diablo, matter of fact, because that's a female devil, how she's wrapping herself around this man. You wouldn't let go. You were obsessed with this man. This man was looking full steam ahead, minding his own business. She got her hands over his eyes, trying to distract him, trying to keep him from seeing what he got. This is some toxic cooter. Look at it. She throwing it all on him. His hands is his hands are out and extended like, girl, I'm not even touching you. You on me. I'm not on you. You were last week. She was this week. That was then. This is now, right? You couldn't let go. And because you couldn't let go, now you got everybody out in the cold. All 5 of these pentacles. All 5 people that was in the house. All out in the cold. You messed up everybody's shit. Because you couldn't let go of this masculine. This man. Girl. It's like she was blaming Quilla for ruining her life. 5 of Pentacles. And it caused everybody to end up out in the cold. I just said it. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of y'all collaborated. And I'm going to say, this is my tarot guess. I'm going to say Khalil and Winter played captain and co-captain. Dejanay played running back, quarterback, and tackle. Malik decided that he would be the cameraman and the cheerleader, and Elise was the lookout. She was the one that fed information to let people know what was what, so that they knew when to move, they knew what everybody was doing, what position everybody was in. But after a while, she felt guilty, like, wait a minute, this ain't what I signed up for. I didn't know y'all was going to do all this. That's my tarot assumption. Quilla came out. She's confirming everything that I just assumed. King of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. Look. Just as soon as y'all dumbass came into this money, hold on. Just as soon as y'all dumbass came into this money, money was gone and you was back down to a crawl. Boy, when I tell you, you probably had the money in your hands for a good good hour or so. Felt real good to touch more than $6 because that's pretty much what you used to. Y'all been robbing Peter to pay Paul and wearing outfits to the club and not taking the tags off so that you could take them back, and wearing extra dress shields so nobody know that your bum ass couldn't afford what the hell you was wearing while you was out stunting. That's what y'all used to. And just as quick as you got your hands on a couple of dollars, literally, it was like snatchies. You can run that. Give me that. Give me that back. You say you got how much? Yes, I'll take that. It was gone just that quick. Y'all didn't even get to leave. Y'all didn't even get to leave the country with it. Three of Pentacles. I told you. Now remember, I don't know who all seeing this today are going to remember what I said in the very first video, where I said my spirit guide showed me a scene like Kill Bill. And it was the scene where Elle goes to the chapel to get married and she's pregnant, and they all take turns beating her until, she was no more. At least that's what they thought they were doing. Look at this. Don't this remind you of Kill Bill? All three of these people worked together. I told you, this was an effort of collaboration. He's going to show how people collaborated against her. Four of Swords that brought her to rest. And this is going to be a major hangman and an unrequited offer, Four of Cups, because this prosecutor is very thorough. Okay, he's eating everything on his plate and leaving no crumbs. I told you, the Emperor. This is a very no nonsense, take charge type of a man. And he's not going to cut any corners when he tells a story about how they brought her life to an end. Okay, we're going to try it again because that's too many. Hierophant. Okay, so I'm going to show that because that was meant for me to see. This is both lawyers, but for the judge. I told you I didn't feel like it was going to be a traditional trial. So, being that this judge has this sugar skull over his head, and he's also, pretty much someone who is going to be a major figure in his court, he won't be eclipsed either. But this is somebody who I see is very culturally tapped in as well. And he feels deeply as well about how the outcome of this is going to fare for his people. With both these judges, the judge and both these lawyers smiling up at the judge, I feel like everybody is in unison with what the judge comes up with. So it feels like even their lawyers are only like, okay, I'm your lawyer in name, but I ain't about to fight for you too hard. You deserve this shit. I'm going to do my job, but I ain't going to do my job. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Four of Cups. This man is literally the king of the hill. He's very abundant. He's very honest. And this is going to be a huge unrequited offer for this person sitting in the window. And I just noticed this Four of Cups card. There's a broom over this person's head. Like, you see that? Just notice that. Early in my beginning of my readings, I also got the energy of black magic, and we know witches fly by on brooms. So I would not be surprised to find out that somebody has an alternative type of worship, and they tapped into this alternative worship or this alternative mindset, this devious, dark mindset, to manifest certain things after they lost out on this man. Yes, and that's what brought this person to arrest. I mean, if the D is this good, I probably won't want it, because I don't think I need something that makes me this stupid. If you got it this good, please keep it. I don't want it. Yeah. So this is going to be a compelling argument, more so statement, before the judge. And he's going to talk about, pretty much, figuratively speaking, it's like Shanquilla, even though she's not from Mexico and she's not of Mexican descent, she will become the patron saint of women who have been harmed through these types of means. She's going to be the protector of women, and this is going to happen through different laws, legislation changing, women's rights becoming tighter. You're going to have women's groups that are going to come together globally, but this isn't just going to be about women's rights. She's uniting people and showing people what it means to be neighborly and to be family, and to once again to care and to have a heart and to have compassion for your fellow man. So she's definitely going to be a patron saint. Not only is she going to be a patron saint, she was already an earth angel. So once she finally ascends, she has a choice to come back or to work in the heavens and become an angel herself. Because she brought so much love into the world, her assignment for love is not done. So she could either come back and bring that same energy back with new life in her next life, or she can continue to help raise the vibration from the other side. But either way, she has so much love to give. She'll never run out of love to give. And we're going to see how all of this love is going to manifest, and it's going to be a blessing. So this is how he's going to get balanced through a new beginning with this temperance. So I'm going to go ahead, call this reading to an end. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I'm not going to tell Spirit to stop talking when there's a message that needs to be told. What I see is this man is very admirable. He's very, very about making things better for his people. If there was a such thing as Superman with a book in his hand, it would be him, because he really is doing things to make life better for the people. It's very dangerous for a person to go up against corruption of companies and government, and he does it, valiantly. That's why he was chosen for this case, because Mexico needs to make a statement. They need to strike hard, and they knew he was the man to do it. So with that being said, I call my energy back to me, and I return Mr. De La Rosa's energy back to him. And I thank you, Heavenly Father, for coming before me to give me this gift and to allow me to be able to share it and to bring light in what could be considered dark and dire situations. I also ask that you put a fiery hedge of protection over everyone who sees this reading or hears this reading, as well as you do me. And I'm going to always continuously ask that you give justice to Quilla. And through Quilla, we can bring justice to many, many more women. Let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. It is done. And this reading is adjourned. Abracadabra. Y'all get ready to put on hell, what do they put on in Mexico? Because over here you get the orange jumpsuits. Mexico, what y'all give them? Somebody tell me, because I need to know, when I see that image to celebrate. I never knew what they had people wear to jail in Mexico. So if anybody knows, please tell me. I know it's not going to be comfortable, whatever it is, so I'm happy about that. Either way, Quella's getting justice, and it looks like De La Rosas is going to see that everything he can do in his power, even if he has to stretch his power to flex, it's going to be done. And this reading is adjourned.